Yeah, no worries, Phoenix. Thanks for jumping in, man. Dan Wraith, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we could build some other stuff. We've got, yeah, get a baseball field. They're pretty large as well. I think we can just build that in there. Again, just, you know, look, build everybody's happiness up. Help them out. And then we've got the tennis courts as well. We've just got so much space down here. We've got space to build this stuff, you know? We can almost build just like right there. It's to be like the sports area of town, you know? Build some smaller stuff. One thing that never quite works right is the ping pong stuff. Even though I've downloaded this mod correctly and I have the correct assets, this table tennis park, the table tennis tables never actually spawn, which is weird. I also have another mod which doesn't work very well, or doesn't work correct. It's like recycling glass domes, the little things that you walk past and throw bottles into, and that never seems to spawn correctly either. And this is a good place though for our baseball field. I like it. It actually creates some nice character for the area. Like, I actually think I want to put some trees through here as well. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, look, we'll just fill in. We'll try and make this area a bit nicer because it's so sort of industrial and stuff. Like, we'll just do this, just fill it out a little bit. We'll just get some more trees in this area. Put some trees down through here as well. Maybe that will help the noise a little bit. Probably not going to help that much, but there we go. Straight away, looks a lot better. Just get a couple of little coniferous trees in there as well, just to mix it up a little bit. Alders. It is Alder Valley after all, so little alders in there. Oh, that looks a lot better. A lot better already. A lot better already. Do the same down through here, but this is quite a sort of plains area, you know. Some trees there. Yes, thank you, Darth. Yeah, my Christmas was very well. Thank you, guys. Nice time with my family. Nice food. Got some couple of nice little bits and pieces. Cannot complain. It was a nice Christmas indeed. Was it Flame says? Flame always says we can't have Christmas in a castle like you lit. It's like I don't live in a castle, but my family's house is very, very old. So there's lots of wooden beams and stone, you know. It looks like, it does look like something out of Skyrim or something, you know. Right, anyway, where did I say about putting trees a minute ago? Oh, was it over here? I don't think so. Why does this area have no trees? There should be some trees down through here. Should have trees all day long down through here. Some smaller trees as well. Fill it in, fill it in. Really get some forest going through here. Just need to fill it out, you know, so there we go. Right, let's roll on. Chicken. Right. Okay, things are working real nice. We've had a very good productive session today, indeed. Very, very good. Dan Wraith subscribed 2 months in a row. Thank you very much, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Very pleased you decided to hang around. So thanks, man. Everybody throw some team loot in at Dan. Right. Vientos. Vientos is still struggling with these hotels and stuff. It really is. Baseball is rounders for people who think they're good. It's a little different, chicken, but I know what you're saying. Our new bit of school up here and everything is looking real nice. I'm liking this community up here now, you know. And this is what I love about this game, is that you can just decide where you want your little communities to be. And you can just build them like into the side of a hillside or anything. You're just so creative. And you know, unlike SimCity, where with SimCity you start off at one point and then it just gets bigger, 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 bigger until it's full. right? But with this, you can create like a little town or a big metropolitan area, and it mixes up all the time, and that's one of the best things about this game. So now we can have like this little town here, you know, really nice, has its own character, has its own charm, it's really, really nicely built in. But then we can go over to somewhere like Sin City, and it's like a heavy metropolitan, you know, and it's like, it's that, you know, with trains and an underground system, and you know, a big park area, you know, it's all of these things. Like, it's so different, and being able to create that kind of versatility in the game is something that's really, really satisfying. And then you have to deal with all of these infrastructure issues and all this kind of stuff as well, dealing with the jobs and the wealth and all these things. It just works real good. I love this game, I really do. Right. So let's just continue building on a little bit more. I think I'm kind of getting to a point, guys, where I want to sort of wind it up shortly. But we'll just put more residential. Not too worried about exactly how these houses get built on here. You can often tell sort of how much in demand an area is, it seems, as well, by how quickly those building, you know, get snapped up and started. And usually when you're in a decent area, it goes pretty quickly. Right, this is working good. So we're really filling up that area on the hillside. Health coverage could be a bit better. We've got the big one down there, which is sort of just about covering, but then we really need to get some in here, and I'm hoping that actually I can just fit in on the corner here or something, like right here. There we go. We'll just get a little health clinic, and that will sort that out. But then we also need to think about deaths. We've got a few things going on here, though. We should be fairly well covered for deaths. What I might do is stick them. I don't know. No, we're kind of okay for that, I think. Let's look at policing. One there. We could really do with a police station, which kind of covers. Yeah, like this area. If I put a police station here, look, it's going to cover most of the town and Vientos. So I'll put that in, look. That should make everybody happy up there. Let's look at fire services. Whenever you expand very quickly, it's important to keep checking like what you have. You can see our fire services are quite, you know, sort of, they're not really doing it right now. But rather than sell up some of these areas, what it's often better to do is, what I will do is I'm going to pause. I'm going to just, rather than, as I say, get rid of this, we can see down here, look, that we're lacking fire services in this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down here. That's going to cover that area. This lot will be unhappy, but only for a moment. And then what we will do is we'll come in and we'll build a big fire station, which should, hopefully, there we go, look, that big fire station now will cover, so we've got our utilities here. That big fire station is now going to cover all of this area. Like, even right down to the offices, look, that really went quite some way. So, unfortunately, it's kind of built very weirdly into the hillside. This is one this is one gripe I have with the game, which is that very often when you're placing buildings, they can be placed in a kind of really absurd way, where they sort of go like that instead of on the side, which is what they would do, or just more sensibly being built onto it. It works most of the time. It's pretty unusual that it's like really, really random. I think there's only one thing that springs to mind, which was so obscure, which was this this baseball field right here, look. And look at the parking. This was from ages ago. That is some severe parking right there. You know, anything that's like a 45-degree angle for parking, that's pretty extreme. So some things like that. But I've got to say, on the whole, it's not too bad. You know, considering like how big of an area you're building across, and a lot of the things you've got to deal with, it's not too bad. You know, it's definitely copable. And so I'm more than happy to kind of give it a dismissed benefit of the doubt, you know. So yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of solved those issues. we've got 157 people joining us now, so things are looking up a little bit. We're still having some like garbage collection issues, and I'm thinking that's purely to do with the distance. They've got a large distance to come, and maybe what we need to do is just think about building our own facility, and we can definitely do that because we can just build it like in this hillside right here. So, you know, to service the town right here, we could just perhaps build up on the hillside a rubbish tip or something like this. So, because it is quite a way to go to get to that other one. I wish I could bloody see what I'm doing there. This is the trouble with the night time, you can't see a damn thing. I mean, we could really... I mean, I kind of want to be able to build offices and stuff right down through this valley. So I may just deviate off this road here. Like this. And just build it up here, to be fair. I think we need to be too... The only thing we might need is some water or something like these guys, but then we could do with putting another recycling centre down there as well. Yeah, I'm just going to build a landfill site right here. Why not? There we go. I don't think it needs water or anything. No. Right, so then that's going to provide more waste management. One thing that I wish you could do is tell like a specific landfill to only cover one area or something like this. That would be good. But yeah, so hopefully that's going to resolve that issue a little bit. Yeah, like they're going straight to it. So that's going to help us out there. And I think they've realised that that's why these houses are a little bit happier. 132, so we're keeping it in the hundreds now. So we seem to have resolved slightly. We have lost a lot of population there. We're up to nearly 53k. Lost about 1,000 people in that period where we were really hemorrhaging citizens, which is obviously not good at all. Let's keep building offices over here in Beach Park. Once you've got like the citizenship to kind of work in these offices, it's really good to keep building office areas because it's obviously clean, you know, it's clean, and you can build it right next to these kind of residential areas. It doesn't provide like too much noise. It's obviously a lot better than building constant industry stuff. And then obviously they need houses to go alongside that, so you've got to build those too. Build some tower blocks here. Got water going down here? Yeah, we do. That's good. Actually, let's just check how our water is doing. Sewage treatment could do it a little bit more, but we're doing fine. Power is something we're going to need. We need to get a few... We haven't built any power for a long time, actually, so we can just chuck in a couple more. We've got plenty of space here for building power. This is a really good area for power. 1, 2... I usually just put like 4 in. There we go. This whole area, so you look at the wind, you can see that this whole area is very, very strong for wind. I could build wind farms all the way back through here. So it's really, really good. Damn it, we're into the negative again. I'm so sick of it. Does placing trees down decrease pollution? I'm not sure. I mean, I put trees all through here. I'm not quite sure whether it decreases pollution, because that's... But I mean, it maybe buffers it a little bit. But I mean, if you look at this left-hand side, so if you look at this left-hand side, like here we got trees, but it's like 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to see if there's an area which doesn't have trees. Actually, yeah, you know, I don't know actually. But I mean, if you look at here, there's no trees and it spreads quite far out. I suppose we could actually just test it by filling this area here with trees like that. Yeah, it does seem to make a difference. Only a small difference, but it definitely does seem to make a bit of a difference, I think. Not all, I don't know actually. Let's just remove those trees. Actually, no, I don't think it does. I thought for a moment it did, but I don't think it does actually. It says trees decrease noise pollution. I don't think they do though, Hasanov, because we were showing about noise pollution earlier in the game when we were looking up here in this hillside, and it really didn't seem to make very much difference at all. So I don't know quite how much difference it really does make actually. Let's just look at power here. Why have we got pylons here? I don't think we need pylons here anymore. Do away with pylons if you can, because nobody wants pylons right next to their houses, you know. In fact, this whole area as well, we can finally get rid of these pylons, which have been... These people on this hillside will be very, very happy about that. We could actually probably get away with just having one of our network ports right here. Just do that, then we can get away with this whole thing. And in fact, there's another one right here. Get rid of that, don't need that anymore. We've got to be careful about this though, because in the past we removed some and it ended up like crippling the entire city because it was like a link that I hadn't noticed. That's fine, that's fine. I'll leave those ones there for now. Yeah, this thing across rivers really bugs me. Although actually, look, now we built the restaurant into this. Look, it works. So maybe we actually don't need these anymore. I think we can get rid of this. Yeah, that restaurant over there, the thing is you've got to rely on the fact that the restaurant doesn't go under or something like this, but yeah, potentially I don't think we need this either anymore. Okay, great. Do away with those pylons, that is a good thing. We can do away with that one, so we can just have that in there. I don't know why that needs power or has power. Anyway, good. So that's been a bit of a tidy up around there. Trees contain noise. Well, they definitely didn't when we were up on the hill over here, because when we were on the hill over here it was just like, just cover. I mean, look, you can see. Look, that is bad. That is some severe, that is hardcore, hardcore noise pollution. Like, it really, really is. Yeah. Anyway, most of the people in the town, I mean, you know, you're living in a city, what do you want? We need to think about, like, new residential areas, though, for sure, because we're still not really addressing the issue. We're still positive, though. We're really nearly back up to 53k. I don't know whether we're ever going to reach the next level, though, with the way we're going right now. A lot of graveyards filling up at the moment. I think, like Fuse was saying earlier, that it could just be that we've had a lot of deaths, essentially, you know, just kind of just reaching that time where a lot of the population are getting older and they're just getting wiped out. It's a possibility. We definitely could build a whole new town down here, though, and I think that's needed. I'm not quite sure how to bleed it in, though. We could build another office park down here to go along with it. We could increase Wargamer Heights off of there. We could build a whole new little town. I think it probably makes sense to build a whole new little town. But I'm trying to work out like how I want to bleed it into the rest of the... I don't know if I really want to connect onto that junction again, because that junction's pretty busy as it is, you know. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that. And I don't know if I really want to build it into this road, because this road is also quite busy. Going across to Butler here. Tell you what though, we've got all this space here. I don't know why I hadn't noticed this before. We can increase Butler Heights. I don't know why we didn't do this. We were building this last time and we can increase this whole area. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. There we go. Get a little bit of commercial in. Still need more industry though, so we can keep that office growing. Thing is, we're kind of almost at our limit here in terms of space for the offices. We can bleed it all the way down here, but it's just how much more I can actually fit in. You can get like maybe one more road going down through here. Just get a little bit through here, look. Not ideal. Better than nothing, and at least we're maximising, like, using the space, you know? Should we just build all the way down here? The hell with it. Do need water through this area though. Okay, good. That's sorted. So we get some more businesses coming in on this one. Lynn, how old are you? I'm 32 years old. Alright, we'll get some more offices in. Come on, offices, offices, offices. Yeah, this area, I really like this now. Actually, we should probably expand it because, yeah, Dozer Valley. Actually, I think this should almost be its own small community, to be fair. I don't think this one, again, if anybody wants this area, I don't think this needs to be within that Dozer bracket because it's up on the hill. It's like a little village or something, you know? It's not like a part of the town below. And I hate doing this filling in though. It's always really tricky. Gotta be careful to kind of keep the bit below still in its own district, whilst building your own up on the top here as well. Right, here we go. Awesome. So we've got Hemlock up here on the top. Aftershock, you actually want this one. Looting, kind of off topic, when are you going to play Star Wars Battlefront on Twitch? I don't know if I can. Every time I played Star Wars Battlefront on here, literally nobody wanted to watch it. Most streams that I do now get between 50 and 100 views. Armour more. Armour is like obviously about double that. Armour does better than anything else. But yeah, what did you want me to call this again, Aftershock? You tell me. But Star Wars Battlefront has done from the beginning for me very, very bad. I guess maybe like only as much as like say 20 to 30 viewers at the most when I do Star Wars Battlefront. People that watch me, they just don't want to see it. So unfortunately, it's probably something I just can't really stream. I actually quite enjoy the game. It's fine, you know. But yeah, just if people don't want to watch it, well, you know, what can you do? I'm not just going to stream just anyway. So. Well, actually I would, because I normally do, but after park. That doesn't really make sense for, like, a town, though, does it? But I know why we're doing it, that. After park it is. Right. That's sad to hear, Luton. Well, you know, it's not the end of the world for me. I mean, I have plenty of other stuff to play. The thing is, I have a community of people that watch me, and the community of people that watch me are not necessarily aligned with that style of game. So, you know, it's fine, you know. And as I say, I stream a lot of stuff, guys. You know, I stream many things. I stream Armour every week. We stream Skylines. We stream RimWorld. There's other things that we do from time to time. Maybe a bit of Total War. Maybe a bit of Faster Than Light. And various other things that I stream. So you know, there's a lot of. I like playing a load of different games. So if you want to follow someone who likes playing a whole variety of different things, then you can follow me. Team LT is right. Right, bit of a fire in the LB7's district. I wanted to push LB7's district a bit harder, but they've been having these unemployment issues, and people just don't want to work in industry right now because they've got office jobs so they can do other things. You know, people just don't want to do that industry stuff. Vientos has been having these constant issues with, you know, having enough people coming to it, but at the same time it's not been doing that bad. It's been coping, it's been surviving. We've still got a positive amount of people coming into town. We've made 54k. Maybe we can actually reach 60 right now. So we'll see. Road Rash. Oh, I love it. Do you guys want me to play Road Rash before we finish? You have an option, guys. When we finish here, you can choose either Road Rash or Papers, Please. I'll play it for like 20 minutes or something. In 54k, yeah, I saw. Yeah, 54. We just got to keep it there. We've got to keep this thing rolling on, which is going to be tricky because we're running out of space. Although actually, we've got this whole bloody hillside up here. We can just keep building in the hills. We need to get some roads up here real quick. Yeah, look, we can just build it up here. This is going to be beautiful up here, actually. Beautiful. Look at this. This is going to be where you want to live, let me tell you. Look at this area. This is going to be it. Look at this view. The views and stuff up here as well are going to be amazing. Just build it right out here. Again, I'm just rolling with my fluid style of building, which is what I like to do. Put your OCD prejudices away, guys. Oh, look at that. That's a curvy road right there. Oh yeah, we did. We're well over 10k. 10k! 10k! Ding ding ding! Over 10k followers. Thanks, guys. Wow. We're doing nice. Nice. Now we just got to double that. Yeah, that's nice though. Over 10k. Brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you everyone for supporting. I'm pleased that my streaming has been doing so good lately, actually. It's been going very, very nicely. In fact, actually, my streaming has been almost doing better than my YouTube. It's been a bit of a quiet night this evening for donations, but that's fine. I've not been asking for it. I don't expect it at all. So, you know, it's nice when we have a bit of a donation night, but as I say, I don't expect it at all. We have some good days and other days where it's quieter. But I say, actually, you know, live streaming for me has been doing better than YouTube, and it's easier as well in terms of me just getting content out, you know. So it's all nice. Haas says best option to make people work in your industries is to shut down all schools and just let everyone get stupid. That's not the way to work it, though, is it, Haas? I mean, the way that we've been doing the industries is that you have stuff like Eden, and what Eden has is they have the policy which is schools out, so people don't really go to school in that area, and in that way you know, you get that kind of balance of educated and uneducated workers, and it can be tricky. Like, we've had whole periods on this map where, you know, our agriculture industry essentially just crippled and died. We had like one whole stream where this agriculture park right here just died a death. You know, there's just nobody wanted to work here, but now we've revitalized it and brought it back to life, so that's good. Call that brown grass. It's not brown grass. It's like it's corn or whatever they're growing. It's not brown grass. It's maize and stuff. It's maize. Paracal, can I buy a house in those hills? I know, it's nice, right? Look at this up here, beautiful. Look at the view as well. You got a gigantic waterfall. Look, right, whoever buys this house is sorted. Look, you got a bloody waterfall. Plus, look all the way down the valley here. Beautiful views. Nice, nice, nice. These should be selling for a bomb. I feel like if you have a house that's higher altitude in the map, it should be automatically worth more. You know, it should be like a higher value. Let's get some housing up here. People are going to want it. Let's just take that off there. Right, we're just going to squeeze in a few little houses here. I need to get some water up there. I think this is going to be too steep. Oh, unbelievably no. I like how it was too steep earlier in the area which was not steep at all, but now apparently it's fine. There we go, started already. Let's just look at just pushing this up here as well, because we need to... Oh! I need to change this so bad. I need to get one which is just a lot quicker. All of the other ones that I've actually used for like armor and other things like this are fine, but the generic one is like way too long. But yeah, there you go. Null, throwing a little $5 in the pot. Thank you very much, Null. Happy Christmas to you, buddy. Right. Let's push this out. There we go. Thanks, Null. Yeah, throw a little Team Luton at Null, guys. Team Luton. We're in it together for the long road. Right. So our new little village after park is becoming less of a park, more of a town, to be fair. Like, immediately it's become... Oh, jeez. Immediately. It's become almost bigger than Connor Town. Like, in one day. Unbelievable. Just growing so much faster right there. I need to update this. By the way, you might notice, guys, that LT Hype emote is going to maybe change or disappear for one day because I need to make the background transparent, and I forgot to do it, and I'll have to remove and then re-add it. So, let's keep. We need to get a little shops in here, though. Gotta have some shops, otherwise people won't be happy. Got nowhere to buy their groceries. Let's just swathe this in right here and through here. We'll get a couple of... we've got to be a bit careful we don't go too overboard because, you know, our demand for residential is not that high. Tell you what we might do though, we could get in some... oh, there's actually a lot of yeah, shops and stuff up here. I'm actually going to put in a couple of big commercial units right there. Maybe we can get away with having like a little shopping district or something up here. So we'll try that one out. Wow, these are nice. Look, they're not too big, these little houses right here. They actually look quite fitting. Although the view, they've done it the wrong bloody way around. Look, there's no windows on the back. Look, what is that? Like their bathroom or something? You've got like a tiny little bathroom just looking over here. Ridiculous. Ah, see, it all comes at the end this evening. It's like you finish this song and just like ding ding. Thank you very much. Thank you. But yeah, it's pleasing. We're keeping well above sort of 50 to 100 people coming into the city right now. We're nearly at 55k, and another 5,000 to go, so we've really kind of resolved that now. Wedge, thank you, Wedge. Wedge coming in for the... I'm going to update the Brotherhood League table, by the way, after the stream, so... Titan, who made that decision? I know, with the houses, it happens all the time. Like, it happens all the time. You get this possibility for amazing views, and they've got like these tiny little windows. I think along here as well, like Glade Hills. Over Glade Hills, which has got like this astonishing view of the city. And I think it's like, I don't know if there's a good example, actually. Actually, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. This one's the best. Look, he's got his swimming pool, he's got his infinity pool, look. Look at this, that's where you want to be living. Like, right here. Infinity pool looking all across the city. I think there's the one along here. Oh, they've all got pools now. Like, they're doing a lot better. I think it was this one used to have... this one's got a swimming pool now. This one used to have the children's sandbox, essentially right on the edge of this cliff. And it was like, Jesus, man. Not safe for your children. Oh, no. I have got to change this out. We need to... I've told you, this needs to be a much more succinct... donation sound, because right now it is too much. Newell throwing it in with 10. Thanks, Newell. Wedge, you've got like a battle on your hands tonight. Well, Newell is stepping in for Newell is stepping in for Cunners and Yaris. Yaris not been around very much at the moment. Right, let's keep building right here. We need more offices. Beach Park is actually... Did I extend that all the way down? No. See, Beach Park actually needs to come right down here. So we need to pull this right in here. There we go. So now Beach Park is running all the way down here, but I don't quite know what I want to do. I don't know, build like another office park area, just separate, but on the other side. Because I'd said about this being all leisure, but trouble is leisure just ends up being nightclubs and stuff. We still need to extend this though, because I think that we can still get away with having more in this area. Yeah, because this is... I want to play Verdun later, Luton, finish installing. I can't play tonight, obviously, but another day we could. Try to play Banished Luton. I've got it, I've played it quite a lot actually. I like that game, it's good, it's really good. Yeah, I don't know... We'll have a think about it. We'll have a think about it. Right, so we need to get in on this leisure. So we've got tourism specialisation, leisure specialisation. So what do we got on this one? Leisure specialisation. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Topping it all up tonight. Wedge, whenever you start Wedge off, you're like determined to like be the man. The stream star for the whole night. Right, let's expand this a bit. we'll just put in a strip here of easygoing stuff. There we go. Look, it starts building almost immediately. So we're expanding our nightclub area. This is going to be a really, really rocking... Like, this is proper nightclub town through here. It really, really is. Do you know what would be good? Do you know what would be good? Do you remember, like... Maybe if I'm quite lucky, you know, if any of you guys watch some old UK comedy shows, there's one called Open All Hours, and there was a bit of an ongoing joke in this that the cash register, like, when he went to close it, it would shut so quick it would nearly take his fingers off, so he'd have to sort of be like, and it's sort of like slam shut like that, and he'd take the end of his fingers off. So maybe if I could get the sound effect of that thing like slamming or something, I don't know. But if not, we'll just come up with something funny. But this is, it needs to be something kind of generic, you know, that's the thing. Right, anyway, so we've got that in there, so this is growing nicely. We've got more nightclubs coming in, but we still need a lot more for our industry or offices, and I am thinking that rather than have, I mean, I don't know, beach could sweep up onto here, like it kind of sweep around, with the space up here. Could build like a whole new office park right here, or we go the other way. I think I'm more tempted to kind of go this way, to be fair, and just fill in this space right here. Because we've got space for it, and we can actually build it right out of this whole area, actually. And it's not so far. I mean, people would have to commute to it, but it's not the end of the world. That is harsh. Chicken, shocking, man. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much. No, thank you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Let's throw in an office park down through here. So we'll build like a new office park, and this I think will be. Is that? See, I can't see at night time the lay of land here, and I can't quite see whether it's really extreme in terms of the thing. But being that this is, I want to keep this a little bit separate from the. I want to keep it a little bit separate from the garbage collection area, but at the same time. And I don't want it to connect, this is why I'm building like this, right? I don't want it to connect to this national highway too much, because otherwise it's going to interfere with the speed and fluidity that stuff works. Oh look, we've actually got like a little bit of a hill here. This is going to be quite nice, because now I can build like around the hill like this. In the light of day we can see what we're working with right now. So I think what I'll do is I'll build like another little bit like this. Straight down, and then maybe we'll just go straight through the middle here, like that. I don't want this to be overcrowded actually, so it's quite nice having it like this. A little bit of this, and then I think actually coming off of here, you can just get a last little bit straight out like that. Perfect. Okay, so this could be our new sort of office district area actually, and it's good to have the offices have some good views as well sometimes, so actually build out along here as well. But again, like I say, I don't want this to basically interfere too much with the other stuff going on. Right, there we go. That's going to work real good. And I don't know whether this is going to become like a solid office. Oh god, okay. this bloody thing, it just goes on and on and on. Wedge. Nobody's cracking open anybody's piggy bank. Seriously, don't go to that extreme. Right, let's build this up on the hills. So I'm going to expand this like out here, like this. Or should it be its own area, really? Yeah, do you know, actually, I think it should be its own area. Oh my god, if I like... Oh, thank god. I thought I had like almost nullified Beach Park then, or transitioned it over some other way. I'm going to get rid of this. This is going to be its own park. It deserves to be its own park. So this can just come down here. Wedge just enjoys winding me up through the streams. Is what he enjoys doing. He just loves setting that thing off, man. Right, let's go through this. Right, awesome. So that's built in place. Just do this as well. Okay, cool. Oh, nice. Actually, this has worked out even better than I thought, because we've got Beach Park and it's linked it up and it's Beach Heights. So this is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. We need to get some water up there, obviously. So we need to get the amenities. So we'll do like this. Okay, this is working real good. This is some fast building here. We're going negative again on the people coming into town, so I think it's Luton, you should make Darthville shaped as the Empire emblem from Star Wars. No. I don't do like making stuff shaped like things. It's like no. This is going to be nice though. Look at these like split levels coming down through here. This is going to work really well. We need to get power up here though as well. That's going to be another issue. We're going to have to pile on power out here. So we'll get some pylons across to here, and then we can maybe start our offices right here. So if we start here, and then we can just, once that's in place, we can start filling in the rest. Now, is there a possibility to build any more communities up here as well? Not really. This whole area here doesn't really have the space for it. And I like it being kind of like not residential, but we can build more over this side, and then that will obviously link across. And also, you know, in the future, once we unlock more areas, there's a possibility of work coming this way. Also, it's not out of the realm of possibility that they're not going to commute from here as well in Glade Hills, because you know, they definitely could. There's possibility of that. I actually need to remove the mining. I hadn't noticed this earlier, but this is something we should have done ages ago, is remove the mining core aspect from this and expand Glade Hills. I don't know why we hadn't done that for so long, but that's what it should be. It should be like that. There we go. That's definitely how it should be, not how we had it previously. Awesome. Lobster Heights still in the mix. The best one in town. Just checking up on all my... Yeah, Butler needs to expand, look. Get this going on. I hadn't noticed this actually, but this area is kind of undistricted. Not quite sure what I would classify it as. I think it is part of Master Seal actually, but it's just kind of very, very tight down this road here. It's going to be a bit tricky to sort of feed this one through. We'll just try and fill this in. I think it wasn't being utilised ages ago, and then I sort of filled it in. Are those offices, or...? Oh, it's all offices, actually. Oh, actually, it's not... Oh, sugar, hold on. Damn. Don't delete. Yeah, this needs to be... Where does it come? Like that line there. So this needs to go like this, actually. There we go. Yeah, it's an extension on the new office park, I guess because it didn't expand for so long. I needed to expand it, and I'm trying to find some way of adding a little bit more to it. I don't know why I didn't zone it at the time when we did it. Right, that looks better now. This just comes in like that. Awesome. Yeah, that looks better. Looks a bit more solid. Important to keep going through and checking all this, making sure it's all up to speed. Like this. What's this right here? These are houses and stuff, so technically we need to sort of bring this across, I think, like that. Build that into there. Okay, awesome. Right, doing well. Well, we need to stop. We need to stop getting to the time now. Oh, okay, we've got no power. Why have we got no power? Because the pylon is not right into the bloody thing. Ugh. Okay, right, there we go. Right, we'll speed this up. We'll just try and like get a bit of stuff built into here. Where did we actually get to on the citizenship listing? 55, nearly 56k. Well, if we can push it through, I don't know, maybe we can get there, but it's looking a bit doubtful we're going to break it right now. It gets really tricky to sort of build up these residentials at this point, but we have got a big demand for offices still, so if we can expand this whole area here, we might do actually quite well. Let's try. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, one thing I need to do is, and I was saying this before, we need to build a sort of custom fire unit up here, because there's going to be no services. So we need to build specifically, and I'm wondering whether we just have like one big, yeah, just to cover this whole area. It's probably going to make, oh, there's no fire service down in Beach Park either. It's going to make a lot more sense to just bang in a great big fire station right there. Oh yeah, the bad part is there's no power for it right now. It's okay, we'll just run some pylons down here. Just now, temporarily. Should have water, yep, that's fine. We need to get some fire service down in Beach though. I thought we had fire service down here. I really did. Strange that we don't have, but we can resolve this easily. We'll just get, there we go, we'll just put a little fire station right there. And that's going to make everybody happy. And their needs are served. There's nothing down here for the waste management services, but they rarely have any issues, so that's not really a problem for us. Aftershock, see you next time. Yeah, there's a few areas here which are not doing great for fire, but mostly don't have major fire problems, so we'll play it by ear. Right, this is looking good though. Good start here, and it's definitely taken a bit of a hit on our offices in terms of office demand already, which is good news. Right, we're just building in here. Start really getting our office park on the go. And as I say, we're getting some of those little small parks again because they're really, really good for these kind of things. There we are, small park. Just find the area to place it, like there. Again, just makes the value just shoot up. I can probably get another one here, look, just a nice little park in on there. And then all the other stuff that gets built here as well is going to be very, very happy with that. They'll start upgrading their business and stuff already. We do still need more residential, but we can keep on building. Oh, these guys are having rubbish issues. Again, I don't really blame because they've got quite a distance to come from that one over there. But yeah, maybe we really maybe do need to just unfortunately build something down this side of the valley, I think, because the problem's only going to get worse the more we build in this whole area. But I guess we could just put it here, really. Let's bring this road down and do that. Not ideal, but and it gets really steep down here. We're back on our insane road building sprees, guys. I'm trying to build basically like this, like just down. Just trying to keep it sort of tied in with the edge. you go, sorted. Easy as you like. And then we'll just put, like I say, we'll just put a landfill down here. This can have a junction off of it. I want to build quite so close to the edge because I want to just get another road down here if I can. Right, here we go. Just do that. Okay, now we will get our waste disposal in. Yeah, get another landfill. Bang that in. Right, that should solve our issues because they're just going to drive up there straight into town. That's going to resolve it for us. And we can always do like incinerator or something like that anyway. Still in the negative, but we're kind of clinging on to it. Yeah, we really need to still build some more residential is what we need to do. Let's get some more in here. Residential, fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. We can build these houses down here. You know, if they don't get occupied, then so be it. Hopefully we can just keep on building on what we've got. We need to fill out this whole area there, really. We've pushed that back down. Need to get the offices back in here as well. So we're just kind of building up, building up, building up, building up. Providing all the stuff we need. Trying to get these housing things going in the right direction. Oh yeah, and happily we can actually build alongside here because the National Highway, it doesn't sort of build onto, so it's not sort of stealing any space off of us there. And there we are, look, we're building tons more offices, loads, loads, loads more. Enjoy Darth, enjoy Verdun. This game never stops. That's one of the issues, Zvols. Zvols? How do you say that? Zvols. It doesn't really, and that's half the issue. Is kind of like we were talking about, like at what point is a good point to stop with the game? Like what goal should you reach? You know, I suppose trying to reach 100k citizens is a good goal, but it's very, very difficult to do. But we've actually maxed out our industry for once, which is really good to see. We need some more commercial though. In fact, we really do, because when you look at it, there's a lot of residential down here. Like a lot. I might actually just change out a couple of housing places right here for residential. Just get a little bit of, just get some shops in because there's quite a lot of houses going on. Need to try and have a bit of a balance. Okay, right, we're looking good. We're sort of maxing out, but we're still sort of losing people, which is still frustrating. But overall, it's fine, I suppose. Yeah, I know we are losing people. It's bothering. Not really sure what we can... I mean, we could maybe just add some more parks and stuff, try and bring people back in that way. But it's interesting, right? Because here's the thing that's weird. When you click on residential demand, it says there's medium residential demand, yet we're still constantly negative on people joining the town, which doesn't really make sense. Like, if you have a... look, I mean, right now, look at the demand for residential. It's flying up. It's actually pretty good. So we've got, like, good residential demand, but negative people. That doesn't make sense, you know? It doesn't make sense at all. Like, why... Look, it's going up still, even more. So we're getting residential demand, but there's nobody joining the town. Doesn't make sense. Oh look, now we are. Look, now we're back into the 60s, 70s. It could be like Fuse says, you know, like where if we just have like a spree of deaths or something like this, that, you know, suddenly you see your player count drop off a lot. So that's a possibility. But still. I'm just going through checking on all the graves and stuff like this. Okay, good. Right, let's see what else we can do. What about schools? Because we had like, yeah, there's one school kind of providing for down there. Once we fill out this kind of top area of the land, and we're down to 137 on that soon. I think it's more likely to do with like death wave or something, but I'm just not sure. So yeah. I'm going to keep building up onto this hillside here, making our nice new community. And there's a lot of traffic going down that road. This is going to be a very weird area to build in because of the sort of strange way in which this hill kind of goes. It's like, when you look at this hill, it's really odd. Getting a lot of upgrading sounds. Right, coming down here. Oh, it's going nighttime again, really. Jesus. All the time, isn't it? Let's do it like that. Maybe I can get one road going through here, yeah. I don't think I can really get two because of the steepness of the... It's very sort of steep down through here, so I'm not quite sure whether we can get any more than that. I'll tell you what, maybe we can do like a road just like that, go between the two. Yeah, there you go, sorted. Right, this can be a whole new area up here. I feel like this should almost be like a, I think like After Park should be here, and this should be like a whole other district, to be fair. I think I might draw the line on it, actually, because it's going to be too big otherwise. So I think we'll have like a whole other district up on the top here again. Yeah, there we go. It makes more sense, I think, to have this. So we'll have this as a new district area. So we'll figure out, guys, who this one's going to be named off of later. But for now, we'll just leave it blank, I think, because we're kind of getting near to the end. There we go. So the border is going to be basically this road going through here. If I can get this right. There we go. Right, so we haven't sort of assigned this one yet, but we will do basically. Right. Still negative on people coming into town. Ugh, so annoying. So when you think you're doing everything right, oh, we're getting police issues over here now. You need to put like a small little local police station in here just to keep an eye on everyone. Local security. Make sure the offices aren't being broken into and these kind of things. Jesus, that is a big fire. It's a big fire in After Park. Next to the McDonald's as well. I wonder whether they had a little bit of a hand to play in this one. The hotels and everything seem to have calmed down quite a lot. Let's look at our junction as well. The junction is still doing really good. It's looking a lot more sort of well established than it was earlier on now, right, as well. It's looking real good. Still a bit slow traffic coming in there, but it's just because of the volume. There's just so much of it. This junction as well, remember we fixed that one earlier as well with this road system. It's looking good now, look, flowing really nice. Don't have too much stuff going on there. Skylines Forest. And then the major junction over here, still working like a dream. Those football fields and everything look really nice now, it's looking real good. Just working great. Everything's working well now, I'm very pleased. Well, actually the only thing that's not working well is the bloody amount of people joining the city. It's hilarious, isn't it? Like, you know, we had all these issues for ages, all these problems, and we had loads of people joining. We've fixed everything now, and nobody wants to join. It's just ridiculous. Name it after me, Luton, or I will kill somebody. No. That's a slippery slope, chicken, because if I say yes to you, then, you know, where are we going to be? Then it's anarchy. So you can't be having that, really, can you? Lost about 1k people. Yeah, it's bad, right? It's bad. It's just been going down and down. Losing 100. I don't know what it is we really need to do to, like, bring it back. I mean, I feel like we've made, like, really good progress today, actually. You know? This is the thing that I find weird. I feel like we've done everything right. And it's not kind of... I mean, we have increased the city. We were at 50k, now we're at, like, 54, 55. But... you know, it's kind of frustrating a little bit because I feel like we've done loads of really good stuff. We've put in new road systems, new office areas for district, new towns. We've fixed road problems which existed. We've done everything correct. You know, we de-zoned an area of housing where it was like, you know, medically affecting them how much noise pollution there was. We've fixed all these things, and yet still... so many people leaving. It doesn't make any sense, especially when we have a demand. If you have a demand for residential, you shouldn't be negative. I mean, like I say, I suppose it depends if people are dying or just leaving for whatever other reason, I suppose, but it's very difficult to kind of determine in a city this large why you would be having a negative surplus. Like, when you look around, it's like, okay, what thing is it that's not working? I don't know.